Hello.
So now we should start. Obviously, you are not visible.
Yes, look.
Yes, sir. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all present here. I am Lukendra Singh Rathod with immense pleasure and gratitude. I would like to extend my warm welcome to all present here for that international webinar on tourism overview in the perspective of India, behalf of DIGISAKSHAM. So before proceeding with that webinar, let me take a brief moment for the introduction of my organization. DigiSaksham is an initiative of Seams Group, a global marketplace for learning and teaching online, where students are learning new skills and achieving their goals by motto learning for earning. DigiSaksham has developed content over 300 courses in multiple languages, which range from 4 hours to 6 months in various sectors of IT, BFSI, retail, and entrepreneurship for all age groups, from school children, youth professionals, and senior citizens. DigiSaksham has also conducted more than 150 webinars, 10 plus FDPS and workshops, 7 international conferences. DigiSaksham impacted more than 15,000 and plus live through various webinars and conferences, workshops, and seminars across the globe. So let's talk about today's webinar topic, that is tourism overview in the perspective of India. So how we can define the tourism? Tourism is basically a social culture and economic phenomena which entails the movement of people to countries or place outside their usual environment for personal or professional purpose. So to guide us through this topic, today we have Mr. Bhavesh Joshi as our guest speaker. Welcome you, sir. Glad to have you here, sir. Mr. Bhavesh Joshi is an acknowledged tourism and hospitality management professional and academician. He has experience of educating, guiding, training students, and handling the various projects in the tourism and hospitality education industry in the different institutions at various levels, with his specialization in front office and tourism. He co-authors and has also contributed a chapter in the book. So before proceeding with that session, here we have some basic instructions for our participants. Everyone make sure that your mic should be muted and webcam should be turned off throughout the session. And we have anyone having any question or doubts, so they can ask in the chat box or raise their hands also. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Bhavesh Joshi to proceed further for that session. Please, sir, over to you. Sir, please unmute yourself. Hello, sir, please unmute yourself, sir. You are muted, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir, please unmute yourself. So you are on mute.
Okay, good evening to you all. So this is Bhavesh Joshi here. I'm going to present the topic tourism overview in the perspective of India. So here we are going to discuss about tourism, definition given by the scholars, and there are different forms and types of tourism. So I think I have to start the topic, and please ask the question at the last. So all the best. So here, what content we are going to discuss about to introduction to tourism, definition tourism, different form of tourism, types of tourism, components of tourism, and India as a tourist destination. Why India is popular as a tourist destination? What are the things behind that? And different kinds of architecture and monuments. These are the historical architectures and monuments. So first, what is tourism? Tourism is related to leisure, pleasure, recreation, holiday in which tourist is willing to go outside or arrives in some other destination other than their normal place of residence or work for a short-term period, which could be few days to few weeks or could be a month. Tourism involves a temporary break from normal routine of things and travel away to participate in other kind of activity for experiences and learning purposes. So actually, what we need to discuss, tourism is not related to something that we are going to pursue or a career in foreign country or going for residence. It's a short term journey which could be 3 months, minimum 3 months, or maximum could be only 1 year of time. Okay, so tourism definition as per WTO. As per World Tourism Organization, tourism comprises the activities of persons traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. This includes tourism is the activity in which people travel for only either recreation or for leisure or for business purposes, but which could be less than 1 year of time. So there are three forms of tourism as per United Nations World Tourism Organization. So here inbound tourism, outbound tourism, and domestic tourism. There is actually a similarity between inbound tourism and outbound tourism. What is inbound tourism? If a traveler going to Singapore from India, so it is known as outbound tourism for Singapore and inbound tourism for India. If some traveler is coming India from Singapore, this is known as inbound tourism. But both outbound and inbound tourism having an international, they are a form of international tourism activities. And next, domestic tourism, the tourism activity of these are tourism activity of people when the people actually move one town to another town, one state to another state in only in their home country, not outside their country. So this is known as domestic tourism. So there are different types of tourism. I have taken examples from India. So first, cultural tourism. Cultural tourism covers all aspects of travel, where people travel to learn about each other, their religion, their beliefs, their thought, and their food, beverage, and all about way of life, how they live, how they survive. So actually, India is popular for its cultural tourism, as we have a lot of fairs, festival. We have a lot of palaces, temples, which are the tourist destinations of India. So like we have Pushkar fair in Rajasthan, Suraj Kund fair in Haryana, and sites like Ajanta and Ellora cave, one of the Buddhist cave, popular Buddhist cave, which is located in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Then Mahabalipuram temple and Hampi temple, respectively in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and Hawa Mahal in Rajasthan. Next, adventure tourism. Adventure tourism is a package of educational, recreation, and thriller adventure activities. Adventure means actually people go for some destination when they want to enjoy. They want to enjoy. They are those people who want to who enjoy adventure activities. Like they like mountain, they like rivers. Okay, they want such kind of games like trekking and they are trekking, boat riding. These are some of the examples of adventure tourism. So we having the tourism location like Ladakh, Sikkim, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand are very popular. In Uttarakhand, they are Oli and Munsiari. They are popular for skiing activity. There are a lot of snow there, so people used to enjoy skiing facility in there. And some other are Rishikesh, which is famous for water rafting. Next, ecotourism. Ecotourism is a kind of nature-based tourism. Ecotourism include all tourism activity which are related to nature, which maintain a harmony in nature. There are a lot of many wildlife sanctuaries and national parks.
I think there is some network issue, guys. They are rejoining. Just a minute. Sir, please unmute yourself and even you are not visible. Sir, please switch on your webcam, sir. Hello. Hello. Sir, please switch on your webcam, sir. Are you coordinating with the sir? What's the issue going on? Hello, Kanika ma'am.
Yes, Lokendra.
Ma'am, are you coordinating with the sir? What's the issue going on?
Actually, sir is facing some network issues. So guys, be there. Sir will be there in 5 minutes. Hello, sir. Sir, can you please unmute yourself? You are on mute.
So sorry for interruption due to the internet connectivity. So I'm just discussing about ecotourism. So many wildlife sanctuary and national park are developed for and
Sir, your voice is breaking and the webcam is also turned off, sir.
and
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. And
so
webcam is also turned off.
in India there are a lot of national parks
Hello, sir.
like
Hello, sir. Sir, sorry for interruption. Sir, your voice is breaking a lot. Guys, please unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. Bishop.
audible?
Not clearly, sir. Even your webcam is also turned off, sir. Please turn on. Rishabh Singh, please turn off yourself. Rishabh.
और इधर
Singh.
दो उसको भी डाउन करवाएंगे
Rishabh Singh. Rishabh Singh, please.
May I share the screen?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Actually, due to the internet connectivity, the thing is in the.
Okay, so no issue, sir.
So now you can share your screen.
Sorry for these kind of. So medical tourism, as I already told you, there are a lot of people who require inexpensive medical treatment facilities. So all over the world, people come in India because India having cost-effective medical treatment facility and surgical procedures. Like we having Ayurvedic, we having homeopathic medicines institutes as well. So and also acupressure. Next is incentive tourism. These tourism are much popular in US and also recently also offered by Indians as major companies send their employees when they achieve their high targets to some to some new location to some good locations, and this is and they offer themselves as a gift. So wildlife tourism, as I already told you about flora and fauna about India. So India has a rich forest and some which having exotic species. So this boosted the wildlife tourism in India. maximum people come in India to enjoy jungle safari, jungle safari, and also want to see various sanctuary. So there are various national parks in India which offer these services, like Kevla Dev National Park. Kevla Dev National Park in Rajasthan is famous popular for its bird species, and next Corbett National Parks in Uttarakhand, which is famous for its tiger. It's a kind of tiger reserve. Business tourism, as most people are traveling to various places for their work, for conferences, for attending conventions related to their professional business. So this is a tourism which is popular all over the world. Religious tourism is also known as spiritual tourism and pilgrim tourism. There are a lot of people who undergo a religious journey to respect. There are a lot of famous sites are there. So in India, they are also a famous tourism in India. So like Hindus visit Haridwar, Varanasi, and in Buddhism, Bodh Gaya and Sarnath are auspicious. In Jain, prefer Mount Abu, Ranakpur, Sikhs like Amritsar, and in Christians, Vatican City and Jerusalem are popular places. And for Muslims, prefer Mecca, Medina, and for Jewish people, Jerusalem is the holiest city in the world. Special interest tourism. This tourism can be defined as there are a lot of people who go to travel to some other destination for education purpose, for education, because they having a keen interest in some subject. So they want to go to some other destinations to pursue education in, or take education in some subject. Example, there are there are educational tourism, rural tourism, dark tourism. Actually, dark tourism take place after the war. There are a lot of the historians and lot of the historians, scholars who travel to a location where war was conducted, and they find out a lot of things from that tourism. And educational tourism, most of the people travel for educational in various institutes, colleges, to study, institutes and colleges. The main motive behind it, to gain education from a certain destination. Next, rural tourism. Maximum people actually enjoy to live in certain village, like, so that's why homestays are developed. Villages and towns, and enjoy the rural food, what they are eating, what they are. So these are known as special interest tourism. So there are four components of tourism, because we could not think about tourism without these four components, in which first is transportation, accommodation, food and beverage, and attraction. So attraction include tourism destination, cultural sites, and sculptures. These are the attractions. So let me discuss about transportation. Transportation, there are certain means of transportation like airways. In example, we most of people go travel with travel from helicopters, aircraft, private jets. These are the airways. Then railways means via rail. There are lot of train available, like bullet train, normal train. And roadways, rental car, public transport, cab, taxis. These are example of roadways. Waterways, cruise liners, passenger ships, and houseboats are example of waterways. Second important thing about accommodation. If a person is traveling to another country, so he does not need traveling. He also need a hotel, or some accommodation facilities for stay, like downtown hotel. These are a kind of five stars hotel which are located nearby the nearby the bus station, or you may say railway station. Resorts, as the name suggests, these are in exotic location, like hill station. You can say hill stations, or in forests, forest is, and next is convention centers. Convention centers having a big hall. These are especially for people who belong to different religions or different
Sir, you are not audible, sir. Sorry guys for that network issue. Sir is rejoining again. He is trying.
Sorry for interruption. So next is guest houses. So guest houses are made by the government. So for those people who want budget accommodation, they could not prefer hotels. So most of these guests stay in guest houses. Then railway also provide facilities of retiring room for their guests who having a train. So these are known as railway retiring room. Then dharamshala and gurudwara provide accommodate these kind of accommodation as well for welfare basis. The person may stay in dharamshala or gurudwara so as per his wish, and he could not have to pay expenses. Just he do the seva in dharamshala gurudwara. Next is food and beverage. So every person who just enjoy tourism will prefer to eat in either some hotel, restaurant, nightclub, banquet halls. These are as per their budget. And like airline catering offered in various kind of airline. So industrial catering, if you are moving to some offices, like if you are in industries, so there are a lot of provision of canteen. So these are kind of industrial canteen. Institutional catering offered in various schools and colleges. So there are various kind of food vendors and food court are available. And other thing is the welfare catering. You may find food in NGO, Bhandara, Gurudwara on free basis. You need to know pay about you don't have pay about the expenses of in welfare catering. Next, attraction. So there are a lot of attraction in India, like we having heritage sites like forts, palaces, temples. Destinations for destination, we have a lot of destination like Masuri, Nainital, Shimla, Singapore, Jaipur. These are the destinations. And entertainment. Most of the people just want entertainment in cinema hall, water park, club, nightclub. These are some of entertainment facilities. And other thing is that pilgrimage and religious places. Most of the people want to travel in pilgrimage sites or religious places. So India as a tourist destination. Why India is famous for tourist destination? Because India is our oldest civilization of the world with having a lot of cultural experiences. India is rich in heritage, and most popular tourist destination in the world, which covered 32,87,263 square kilometer of Himalayan heights. India is the country which having 22 official language, along with the total number of languages more than 121 language are spoken in India. There is a world's oldest language, Sanskrit, which based on India. India is popular for its fairs like Pushkar Fair, Mahakumbh Fair, Suraj Kund Fair, and Tarnetar Fair, and festivals like Holi, Diwali, Onam, Pongal, Makar Sankranti. These are and Buddha Purnima. These are various festivals which enjoyed in India. India is remarkable as places in Rajasthan and Chittorgarh forts, and there are a lot of the forts which we found in Delhi, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. And wildlife is also popular in India. There are a lot of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in India, which having a lot of species. So and national park like Corbett National Parks and Kevladev National Park. So next is river Ganga Ghats. Actually, Ganga is a popular river in India. So there are a lot of along with Ganga, there are a lot of the rivers in India which are the inspiration for the writers, for the photographers, for the musicians. So they actually get inspiration, and especially for painters. for the painters. They get inspiration from that, and they they create out something new. And it is also a part of religious rituals for India. Architecture and monuments of India. As we are going to discuss about different architecture and monument of India, which is important, which is important. So I'm telling you about all the historical architecture and monuments. Rani Ki Vav, Patan, Gujarat. Rani Ki Vav, actually, it's a step well. Is a step well located in Patan in Gujarat. So actually, it is located in the bank of Saraswati River. Actually, it is constructed by Udaymati, the queen and spouse of 11th century Chalukya king Bhima. So these are the step wells, and it is you may find out their carving, their crafting. So these are it's a step well of its kind. So this is also a part of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The sculpture having more than 500 sculpture which we found here, and they are
Sir, you are not audible.
and second and second cave built between around 600 AD. There are a lot of the Buddhism sculptures which we have the information about Ajanta cave. So former Ajanta cave in second BC was made by Satvahan dynasty of kings, and another Ajanta caves were made by Gupta dynasty of kings, and some are also Vaktaka of dynasty of the kings also contributed in Ajanta caves. Next, Ellora caves, Aurangabad. So if you see Ellora cave, these are the sculpture which we found in India, which we found in these caves. So Ellora cave is also a rock cut architecture where we find Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain monuments in India. Actually, these caves were made in the period of 600 AD to between 600 to 1000 AD. They having around more than 30 caves which belongs from various deities. There are in Ellora cave, Kailash temple is mostly popular for its sculptures. So these monuments are made in the period of Rashtrakuta dynasty of kings, which Buddhist caves are also there. Buddhist, Jain, and Hindu caves are there, and also contributed by Yadava dynasty of kings. Yadava dynasty of kings mean a lot of number of Jain caves, and where the Rashtrakuta dynasty of kings made a lot of Hindu and Buddhist caves. Iron Piral, Mehruli, Delhi. This is also one of architecture of its kind. So this architecture is 23 feet long and 23 feet and 8 inches long in height, and 41 centimeter, around 16 inches in diameter. This was made by the Gupta dynasty king Chandragupta Vikramaditya in the period 375 to 415 AD of Gupta dynasty. So recently, what is the speciality of this? The speciality, it's rust free. Till now, I think it's a lot of age. A lot of age has been passed, but there is not provision of you. You may not find any rust in that. Chittorgarh Fort, Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. This is one of the historical fort of India. Actually, the fort is the fort is popular for Rajputs, and it is also a World UNESCO World Heritage Site of India. The fort was the capital of Mewar, which is located in Chittorgarh. So it's known as Chittorgarh. The fort covers around 65 monuments, in which few palaces are there, few victory towers, and 20 large water bodies are also there. So it is believed it was get by Bappa Rawal, and in 728 AD, in 728 AD. So there are a lot of the things in 13 AD onwards. There was a king named Ratan Singh, who also maintained this fort as well, who rule in this fort. And then there was an attacked of attacked of Alauddin Khilji in that fort. That time it is also popular that after their defeat, there are a lot of the Rajput females who commit Johar. Johar is a kind of like maximum women's sacrifice their lives. They, like a suicide, they jumped in fire, they sacrificed their life. And also, so last time, and after attack of Alauddin Khilji, then after that movement, Hamir Singh also, who was a descendant of Rana Sanga, Rana Kumbha, captured this fort later, and who rule or all over, in which Rana Sanga is most popular because he ruled all over in Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh as well. But Rana Sanga capture as much of area, but after the war between Turko-Mongol descendant Babur, so he lost this fort. And the fort belongs from Mughal dynasty of India. So there are a lot of the then there are a lot of the descendants of Rana Sanga, in which Maharana Pratap is most popular. Maharana Pratap and Akbar's army, who fought the battle, who fought Haldigati battle. But in 1616, a treaty has been signed by Mughal and Mewar kingdom. This is the kind of peace treaty. And there is a famous name of the poet like Mirabai, who was the devotee of Krishna, belong from this fort only. Next, Agra Fort. Agra is a popular city for its fort. So it is also a historical fort. It was actually built by rulers of Chauhan Rajputs of Sikarwar. So Chauhan Rajputs. So but soon it was captured by Ibrahim Lodi. That time Ibrahim Lodi in 1487, between 1487 to 1517 AD, who was the ruler of India. Next, after that, Babur won the battle of Panipat, and this fort belonged to Mughal dynasty. And during the reign of Mughal dynasty, there are a lot of kings like Humayun, Akbar also have this fort, and some of them have capital in the city of Agra, where till Shah Jahan in 1638, Shah Jahan shifted their capital from Agra to Delhi. Then this fort this fort capture then this fort was later captured after declining of Mughal Empire. This fort was later captured by Jat of Bharatpur, which is Jat of Bharatpur under the supervision of Maharaja Surajmal, around in 1739 AD. So after in 1761, when Ahmad Shah Abdali Abdali captured this fort. This was and won the battle from Marathas. So this fort having a lot of history. If we go to this fort, they having a lot of good architecture. They having a architecture of Indo-Mughal type of architecture in India. Logarh Fort, Bharatpur. This is the one of the undefeated fort till now because it actually uh, nobody can actually destroy this fort till time. There are a lot of the Britishers, there are a lot of the Mughal armies, and a lot of the Afghans attacked in this fort, but still it is as it is. So it was belong from Maharaja Surajmal during in 1755 and 1753. So after that, the fort have there are a lot of the attacks going in the fort, like Afghans and all of obviously Ahmad Shah Abdali would try to destroy that fort, but it is undefeated fort till time. And in 1805, around there, most of the Britishers attacked in the fort. So, but it is also, but it is also, so we nobody can destroy this fort. So that's why this is known as Lohagarh Fort. Lohagarh means it's a iron fort located in Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Next, Red Fort of India. Red Fort is the most popular fort of India. So, as the construction begins in 1638, actually, as I already told you in previous Agra Fort, that Agra was the capital of Mughal dynasty. Then
Sir, you are not audible again.
Hello, sir. So please connect with the audio.
sorry for inconvenience. So let me move to Red Fort of India. So as I already discussed about Agra Fort, so here after
Sir,
Agra
screen
Fort,
is not visible, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
yes, pardon,
Sir, screen share is not visible, sir.
screen is not visible.
Sir, please connect with the audio. No, sir, actually, your voice is breaking.
Not clearly, sir. It's little bit breaking in between.
Voice not clear.
No, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Am
You
I
are
audible?
Audible, sir. Clearly audible.
Audible, sir.
Sorry for inconvenience. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. sorry for inconvenience because
Sorry,
of
sir, your voice is breaking again.
the net internet connectivity. So
Sir, your
let
voice is not
me
clear, sir.
continue it. So red fort, as I already told you, this was built in 1648. Then then after sorry for an inconvenience because of the internet connectivity. So just
Sorry, sir, still you are not correctly audible. So okay guys, sorry for that inconvenience, and you will get your certificates after filling that feedback form, and even you also get the recorded session of that recording. You will get the recording of that particular session, and please fill the feedback form so you can get the certificate also. So here I am, Bhupinder Singh Rathod, signing off. First of all, please fill the feedback form, which link has already given in the chat box.